Hey, it's Frank and Angie here in Panama. Wonderful tropical Panama.
Oh, well, if it's so tropical, describe the weather for our viewers and readers in Gorgona and Coronado beaches.
You asked too many questions. No, well, when the sun doesn't shine, it's cold. But it's 84. No. You get so used to the sun beating on you that the minute it doesn't shine, you think, oh, it's cold. But no, there's nothing to say. It's just tropical weather. It's nice. Shorts, t-shirt.
So how are you handling the tropical bugs, the chiggers, the mosquitoes, those sort of things?
Not very well. You know, it's amazing because you would think a lot of these Western investors in some of these properties. I don't see any screens anywhere. Maybe some of them have them. But, yeah, there's bugs here, you know, just like anywhere else. But it's not so bad right on the beach, you know.
Why don't you just spray some DEET all over you? I say that because we don't put anything on our skin.
No, we avoid chemicals as much as possible.
That goes into your pores and that can cause cancer.
Speaking of avoiding chemicals, can I talk about that?
Sure.
When you're traveling like this, it's a lot harder to stay healthy because you're not in your realm of the availability and options that you normally have.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're stuck with these American products here in these stores. I've talked about that before, and a lot of this stuff is just, it looks like products that the stores in America aren't selling, and they ship it all off to Panama. And the reason I say that is a bunch of stuff with chemicals in it, all canned foods with chemicals and preservatives, and we're not like that. We're like natural foodists, you know.
I make everything from scratch, homemade, and our longtime followers
we avoid
know
chemicals
that.
if we can, but here we've had to sit here and you know, eat mayo with preservatives and chemicals in it. I hate doing that, but I have to. It's either that or don't eat any mayo. I guess I could skip the mayo. You know, sandwich without mayo. Well, there's always olive oil.
Hi Frank, how you doing today?
Good.
Okay. Well, we know from another video you would describe Panama City as the U.S. South with a Latin flair. Does that mean that you would recommend Panama to people who are searching for retirement abroad?
You sound like you're reading.
Because I am. I'm reading my notes that I made this morning.
It's hard to come to Panama and not visit the beaches. I mean, we love beaches everywhere. Everywhere we've ever lived, we've always visited beaches. So it's, you know, it's something you've got to do. You've got to come visit the beach when you're in Panama. So the city is fine. It's a city. It's got what cities have. The city's a bay. It's not really, there's no beach there. So we're visiting here at the beach, and one of the most popular beaches in Panama is Coronado. You know, it is a tourist resort area. It has been taken over by tourist resort pricing. Even outside of the resorts, the prices are all foreigner type prices that foreigners pay. They're not local prices. And things get that way when thousands of foreigners converge on an area, and you know, because when foreigners compare to back home, all you've got issues there, because there's, well, what's back home? There's different places. Some places in the U.S. you can still get pretty decent housing for $600 to $800 a month. Really, you can. And in comparison to that, you're really kind of getting scammed for what they charge for housing here, you know. Just to be, you know, and that's not even beachfront, you know, for $800 here. And then other places in the U.S. you can't get anything for less than $1,500. My landlord in Cuenca just advised me that the house we rent would rent for $1,400 in the States. What a silly thing to be telling me. I mean, I'm not in the States. I'm in Ecuador. You know, this is just something you say to people to make them feel a certain way, and then, you know, maybe he thinks
it doesn't work on you, huh, Frank?
It's just a silly things to tell me, because first off, I'm not in the States. Second off, I would never pay $1,400 in the States. I could rent that house somewhere for $600 to $800 a month, which is still a lot more than what we're paying in Cuenca. But the bottom line is, I'm not in the States. I'm in Cuenca. I want to pay Cuenca rents. I don't want to think about U.S. rents, but that's what you have here at the Coronado Resort. It's just tourism. You know, a lot of wealthy people paying $300-400 a foot for real estate. There's not a lot of real estate available. What's here is already taken, so you know, you got to buy your real estate from somebody that's already paid a high price, and then you're going to pay higher prices. We don't care about that, but you know, we do see locals that price their rentals for the foreigner. So it does affect everybody. There is a trickle-down effect, and so it's important for people that are studying and reading and looking to move abroad to realize that if you go to these places that are talked about a lot on the internet, they're going to be real touristy. The prices are going to reflect U.S. prices somewhere in the U.S. Beaches are beautiful. I will say it is very clean. The beach is very clean. It's not huge like Isla Blanca down in southern Texas. The water's not as clean as Isla Blanca in southern Texas. The beaches aren't as long as Myrtle Beach or Panama City, Florida, or anywhere in Florida. But you know how people like to compare. That's why I said all that. But you know, the beaches are very nice and clean. It is tropical. The weather is excellent. I'm not a retirement abroad pumper. I don't have any reason to recommend anything. It's not a question that you can answer straightforward, because you've got a whole world out there. And once you leave your home country, the whole world is really open up to you. But I realize that a lot of people focus only on what's promoted in the retirement press. So that seems to be what a lot of people focus on, because it gives them sort of a pre-established route to navigate that other people have done before them. That's the saying anyway. So, Frank and Angie in Panama, thanks for listening. Have a nice day.